What is up, ninjas? My name is Sam World, and a lot of you guys have been asking for my opinion on a synth that you guys have seen me using during my track live streams. And in today's video, I'm going to show you guys the synth. We're going to put it to the test, making some simple DNB sounds, and we're going to see what this synth can do. Now, this synth has become my main go-to synth for bass lines. Even though I own two Moog synthesizers over there, I don't use them as much anymore for the bass because it's a lot easier to bring this up. And the synth is called none other than Tatiana. Okay, or Mariana. I wish they would have called it Tatiana. It's a lost opportunity, Mo. Come on, man. That would have been the best marketing play. Tatiana, bust down Tatiana. Anyways, Tatiana is a bass synthesizer, and in all honesty, to me, it sounds good. I like it. I've been using it for a lot of tracks I've been working on. I have a new one coming out this Friday. If you want to support your boy, go support the indie artist. Link is in the description, my dudes. Now, from here, Tatiana is going to have the 4 basic shapes that you need for a bass, and that I always recommend people use, especially when they're doing more normal bass lines. However, you can get pretty nasty with Tatiana, that's for sure. She goes out at night. You know what's up? We're going to have the 4. Two oscillators here, which we're going to use, and then at the bottom we have a sub. Now, the thing I like about Tatiana is that the sub has its own separate filter that you can use to filter. For instance, if I want to use the square as sub, I can filter that square, and now on top I can put one of my top oscillators. You can make very Moog bass sounds with this, guys. Like, it's insane. And again, I have an affiliate link in the description. I bought this synth myself. I got the affiliate link just so that I can promote some plugins and feel like, oh, okay, could I get a little sale here and there? But it's so. And then we have a separate filter for the top 2 oscillators, and we also have a high pass filter used in serial with the low pass. So that means that the top guy, I can lower some of the lows that might interfere. In order to create something that sounds good and juicy. That sounds kind of fucked up, but all right, cool. From here, we're going to have the C and TRL control section of Mariana. Or you have the filter envelope, which you're going to control here. I wish they would have put it over here. Again, I'm all about workflow, working fast and furious like Tatiana. The amp envelope, so we shape through there. From there, we have 3 LFOs that we can utilize. And we're also going to have a mod envelope that we can use for specific needs Tatiana might have. From there, we have Synth 2, so you can actually have like up to 4 oscillators or 6. I usually don't use Synth 2 side. If I want to get complex, I'll usually go to another synth, but you have that option with Tatiana. She can do all. And then on the output, you're gonna have this whole effects section where you're gonna saturate. You guys already know I've been talking to you guys about this. Why do your favorite producers never show you how to get your sounds fat? Because they gatekeep saturation, but Tatiana ain't like that. She's showing you the thing. If you want to be fat, you use saturation, so we're gonna have that here, which we're gonna use. From there, you have a delay here. On the Synth 2 effects, you have a chorus over here. I don't know how you would get that chorus on the left side. I wish was over here. From here, you're going to have a mixer for both your synths. You're going to have a compressor. You can choose to activate phat on this, but again, the phat is just the way the compressor reacts. You can Google and see how it does it. I'm making some sounds. So the first sound we're going to make, and we're going to click here and we're going to knit this, is we're going to make the standard Reese that we hear in a lot of drum and bass tracks. It's very simple to do. We're going to have a saw, and we're going to be playing as low as we can. And I have 2 now. From there, all we have to do is detune. From here, we can mess around with the starting point of the saw with oscillator to phase. But here we have a very basic Reese. Okay, let's go to the output. Let's add the secret ingredient, saturation. Laurie's chicken recipe. Let's get a beat. There, It sounds like we're making love to a pillow. So let's right click on the cutoff. Let's route in LFO. And by the way, to open up the modulations, you will right click like so. You're going to go to the LFO of your desired. You're going to say, okay, cool. You're going to enable that. You can make the LFO need a psychiatrist by making it bipolar. It goes both directions, or you can make it just go in one direction. Again, it's only happy majority of the time. We can increase the amount here that we want, and then from there, once we have that, and we're doing this again to bring the Reese to life, we're gonna go to control 1 section, we're gonna click out of that, and then we're gonna have our rate here. From there, we have the wave shapes, which are gonna define that that LFO. So again, we could do like a gradual triangle. That thing sounds nasty, bruh. All right, let's not be no short sound man here. All right, so we have that sound. Let's create a pattern here. So we're just gonna have this. We're gonna do a C, a high C. See if we can glide down to the low C. We're gonna activate legato here. Let's make the length be 4 bars so that way we can get some other sounds in here. Kiana, aka have some babies, and there we go. Now we have all right, so let's make a sound here. We have the first basic sound. So from there, Tatiana, we're gonna init this one, and we're gonna make another sound here. I say we make a hard sync sound. That's one of the great things about analog synthesizers is the hard sync creates a slave. The best way you want to think about it is the oscillator. You can change the pitch, but it will always sound in key because as you move in key in the top oscillator, oscillator 1 is shifted, you're going to force that oscillator to say, hey, we're over here. And that creates an effect, a sound effect that I believe just sounds more metallic, usually more fierce, but we can make some sick drum and bass sounds with that. Let's add an LFO to this guy. We're gonna move it to the right. No bipolar needed there. We're gonna activate the KB reset. So every time we play a note, it starts in the same position. That way we have control. We're gonna make pretty much a wub, and we're gonna take that triangle here. Sorry, this gets small. Change the amount. I wish it was easier to do that, but I think we can just go here and like lower it down a bit. Let's bring a sub in. I think it's going to need it. See if we can make this a lot more interesting though. I'm trying to figure out how to get this to bang. Oh, I mean, the workflow is a little dodgy, you know? You see this? I hate how you have to keep bringing the LFO up. There might be a way of doing it, guys. Again, I'm using the synth, and I love to learn how to use synths by doing, not by reading the manual, being a know-it-all. But maybe I should fucking read the manual, but this sounds fucking great. I want to go harder, bruh. Again, damn it, Tatiana. Let's go. More. I want to have something at 4. So let's just keep it simple so that way we can keep using Tatiana. We're gonna have another baby with Tatiana. She might be for the streets, who knows, but we're just gonna do that and then just init it again. I don't know what to do there. Let's get a little fancy. All I know is that we're gonna use more LFOs. We might be over distorting on the second one, but this isn't a mixing tutorial. Let's just lower it down a bit. That's so good though. So I don't know what I want here, so all I know is I need to create some shape and stuff. So let's see if Tatiana has other stuff we can use. Usually a square is a really nice one, but I think we create a 7th sound. It's a very iconic sound, very harmonicful. There's a strong harmonic relationship with the saw and the square. You have to hear it to understand what it is, but this is what I mean as definition. But let's put a cutoff on this. LFO 1, we're going to turn it to the right. We're going to turn that on. Let's activate LFO 2. Again, we're trying to get a little, you know, creative here. I don't know what we want, but we're just going to put it as well in hopes that it will also provide some good shape to it. And then from there, let's go here. Maybe we can use this high pass as well. Let's put something on it. LFO 3. Again, this is just me getting complicated for no reason, but it might work. Who knows? This one, let's do bipolar. That means it goes in both directions. And then from there, let's lower the amount a bit. Now let's click on this rate, apply an envelope to it for fun. The mod envelope, enable that. We're going to turn it to the right, and then we're going to have a decay on it. There's a hold, so you have your attack, then your hold, then your decay, sustain, release phase. Have a whole series on the complete guide to master Serum Diva if you guys want to get into sound design that way. We are going to need a sub for that, so let's bring that in. Can't go that high up. Sync it. Just having fun. Let's see what we can get. Oh yeah, maybe 1 octave down more. Oh yeah, we just need to get it right. Let's increase those spread down. I don't think we're gonna need a sub for this one in particular, because what we're gonna do is just yeah, we're just gonna have this guy go down 1 more octave, so we get both saws on top just sounding deep and dirty. Okay, anyways, we're having a lot of fun with Tatiana, man. But now from there, again, you can use Tatiana in many different ways. I just wanted to give it some more like advanced sounds and stuff. And I haven't used Synth 2 yet. But again, I don't think I ever will, because with my sound design, I always keep it simple. Doing this professionally now for 10 years. One thing I've noticed with sound design, you always want to keep it very simple. On music, and my first interaction with Tatiana was making this song where the bass is actually Tatiana. I haven't even processed it, which, you know, I never even noticed. So, but it made the cut, it sounds so good. Oh my God. One of the things with analog synths that you're going to notice real quick is that, and like there's little mistakes I see here. Sometimes just using a very basic square with a cutoff and the amount to the right, you can create some really dope sounding bass lines. For instance here. We can also wub this. Reese in this track is also Tatiana. And in that pulsating that you hear is the LFO on the cutoff. But this sounds so good. Look, 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 look. The bass in this track is also Tatiana. Keeping it very simple. Top layer made with Spire though. That's the only difference though. With Tatiana, you're not going to be able to get like that specific sound that you hear in Spire, because that's where you would use like a wavetable synth. But again, for the basses, the bones, the part that people feel, Tatiana, man, she has a way. Look at that. Mariana, you can find the link in the description. Like I said, again, I also have a track coming out this Friday where I used Mariana for the bass line as well. Make sure to check it out, guys. It means the world to me. My goal in life right now is, again, to provide you guys with some of the best sounds, make the best music that I can make to contribute to the community that I love, that has brought a lot of joy into my life, and at the same time, use that music to teach people how to do it themselves so that they can go tour and I can keep chilling here in my little studio making Reese bass lines with my Tatiana. That being said, guys, you guys have a great day, and if you want to continue your knowledge forward, consider watching this video here on the sub. Do you need a sub? Do you really need a sub? You guys saw an example of where we would have used a sub, but do you need one? Check the video out, break it all down. Much love.